Admiral Voss stood at the viewport of the Imperial flagship inexorable, gazing down at the blue-green marble that was Earth. After conquering 17,000 worlds across 3 spiral arms, this primitive backwater would be nothing more than a footnote in the glorious expansion of the Galactic Empire. "Commence the standard greeting protocol," he ordered. Lieutenant Wren nodded. "Transmitting Emperor Thelox's demands now, sir." The message was simple and had worked throughout the galaxy. Surrender all sovereign authority to the Empire or face annihilation. Most civilizations capitulated immediately upon seeing the fleet materialize in their skies. 1,000 warships, each capable of reducing continents to ash. Voss expected the humans would be no different. Perhaps they would attempt some symbolic resistance, but ultimately self-preservation would prevail. It always did. "Admiral," said Wren, confusion in her voice. "We're receiving a response, but it's odd." "Display it," commanded Voss. The main screen filled with the image of a human male in a simple blue suit. He smiled politely. "Greetings, Admiral. I'm Thomas, representing Earth's Unified Council. We've received your Emperor's demands and would like to extend an invitation instead." Voss blinked in surprise. "An invitation?" "Yes. We invite Emperor Thelox to visit Earth as our honored guest for diplomatic discussions. We've prepared appropriate accommodations and would be delighted to show him our world. Perhaps we might find mutual benefit without the unpleasantness of conflict." The bridge fell silent. This was unprecedented. Voss recovered quickly. "The Emperor does not negotiate with lesser species. You will submit or be destroyed. You have 1 planetary rotation to decide." Thomas nodded amiably. "We understand. The invitation remains open. We'll await your Emperor's response." The transmission ended. Voss turned to his intelligence officer. "What game are they playing? Scan their defenses." "Sir, they appear to have none. No orbital weapons platforms. No planetary shield. Their space fleet consists of primitive vessels confined to their solar system. And yet they dare to invite the Emperor?" Voss shook his head in disbelief. "Alert His Majesty. He'll want to hear of this peculiarity." 3 days later, Emperor Thelox himself arrived aboard the Grand Imperial vessel Dominance. Curiosity had overcome caution. In 9 centuries of expansion, no species had ever responded to the ultimatum with an invitation. "Perhaps they misunderstood our message," suggested the Emperor's advisor Mal. "Impossible," replied Thelox. "They simply fail to comprehend our power. I shall enlighten them personally before ordering their subjugation." Surprisingly, the humans provided coordinates for a landing zone, a large open area near one of their major governmental centers. Even more surprisingly, Emperor Thelox decided to accept. "It will be instructive for them to witness true power face to face," he declared. The Imperial shuttle descended through Earth's atmosphere, surrounded by a squadron of battle cruisers. Below, enormous crowds of humans gathered around the landing site. "They come to witness their new master," Thelox said smugly. When the shuttle doors opened, the Emperor emerged in his ceremonial armor, flanked by elite guards. Thomas approached alone, still wearing that same polite smile. "Welcome to Earth, Emperor Thelox. We're honored by your presence." Thelox regarded the human coldly. "I am here to accept your surrender." Thomas nodded thoughtfully. "Before formalities, would you care to see what Earth has to offer? We've prepared a small reception." The Emperor hesitated, then nodded curtly. "Lead on. Show me what treasures I shall soon possess." What followed bewildered the Imperial delegation. Rather than displays of military might or desperate pleas, the humans showed them art galleries and concert halls. They presented not their weapons but their music, not their defenses but their literature, not their warriors but their children dancing. Thelox observed it all with increasing confusion. "Is this how you prepare for conquest?" he asked Thomas. "This is how we greet visitors," Thomas replied. "All visitors." Later, they brought the Emperor to a simple table where representatives from across Earth shared a meal. They asked questions about Imperial culture, expressed genuine interest in alien art forms, and spoke of potential cultural exchanges. You understand we came to conquer, not exchange recipes? Thelox finally said, exasperated. An elderly human, named James, smiled gently. Of course. But would conquest truly benefit you more than friendship? We have so much to learn from each other. Friendship? The Emperor almost choked on the word. With a lesser species? We don't see species in terms of greater or lesser, said a woman named Anna. Just different, each with unique contributions to the universe. For the first time in centuries, Emperor Thelox found himself speechless. Back aboard the Dominance, Thelox paced his chambers. They didn't beg. They didn't threaten. They offered hospitality. Admiral Voss stood at attention. What are your orders, Your Majesty? The Emperor stared at the planet below. In 17,000 conquests, I've never encountered a species that responded to threats with invitations to dinner. They are either supremely confident or utterly naive, said Mal. Or something we've never encountered before. Thelox mused, a species that values connection over dominance. The Emperor made an unprecedented decision. He ordered a small delegation to remain on Earth for further assessment, while the main fleet withdrew to a respectful distance. But Your Majesty, protested Voss, the subjugation protocol can wait, interrupted Thelox. There is something here I do not understand. And in 9 centuries of conquest, that has never happened. As the Imperial ships retreated from Earth's orbit, word spread throughout the galaxy. The planet that bewildered the stars had not surrendered, nor had it been conquered. Instead, humanity had responded to the ultimate threat with an invitation to sit and talk, and somehow that had proven more powerful than any weapon in the Imperial arsenal. The galaxy watched and wondered what would happen next.